This is episode 27, season 2 of Cowboy Shit with Ted and Wacey, brought to you by Everything Cowboy.
We are officially into season number 2, episode number 1 from HQ in Calgary, Alberta, with your hosts, myself, Ted Stovin, and the guy across the street.
Across the table. Two chairs down.
In the kitchen, it's Wacey Anderson.
Hello. Back, season 2.
Wacey is, it's season 2, but basically it's just a week later than last week, so.
It's still the same year. New podcast.
Yeah.
For this week.
We recorded a podcast last week, too.
We've been podcasting hard. Grinding. Hashtag grinding.
Hitting the pods pretty hard lately.
Podding hard. Pod so hard.
Wacey's little under the weather still.
Yeah, I'm on the backside of a nasty run-in with the man cold.
Wacey did. Bad. So did Sarah help you with your life a little bit?
Not much.
There was no help to you.
Well, just like she's at school all day and
you're just
I was like
dying,
like Thursday,
wasting away on your bed.
Thursday and Friday were my worst days, so like there's nothing she could do to help me. Like I was dying. Like Friday I couldn't even stand up for more than 5 minutes.
Wow.
And then I was like,
wow.
You talked to me on the phone on Saturday morning.
Yeah.
Like, I could hardly talk.
Damn.
Yeah, like it was. I finally went and got some cough syrup on Saturday night.
Did you get Buckley's or did you get some little bitch medicine?
I got Benylin. Got the Benylin dry cough.
The dry cough, because you were saying that you couldn't even feel your own throat.
Yeah, it was
all messed up.
Good.
Having a bad time.
I had a lizard voice. Sound like a lizard. But yeah, it was not fun. Don't recommend. Hopefully this isn't my only run-in for the
winter.
For the winter. Knock on wood.
Hopefully. That's our table. It's made of real teak. Came from my mom and dad's house.
Like antique or like that's actual
teak.
tree?
It's called teak is a wood, I believe. That's what I was told. I could be mistaken.
Is it foreign?
I don't know. I don't know if there's any teak trees in Canada.
Drayton Valley.
Probably not very many teak trees in Drayton Valley. So I really don't know.
A few pines.
There's lots of pine trees, a few spruces, some tamarack trees, a few.
Tamarack flat?
Yes. What else is going on? I didn't even know what day it was. And then I had a nap.
Oh, yeah. Ted drove back from the Swift Current today and had a 6-hour nap when he got home. Woke up in another dimension.
I didn't know what day it was.
Interplanetary nap.
I was sleep talking. It was like I was having a bad time.
A few days in Saskatchewan will take you out of you.
I just lose track of the time change. I don't know where I am.
Oh, it's the jet lag. That's what it is. Oh, man.
It's the car lag because of the time change.
Well, you're not used to driving anymore. You're used to flying everywhere. So
that was the longest.
It's all making sense now.
That was the longest drive I've done since. I don't remember. Like I literally haven't drove anywhere. Oh no, that's a lie because
you drove to the CCA finals.
Yeah, but that wasn't this far or this long, and it was by myself, so that was longer. And then, but also the other longer drive would have been to Grand Prairie with Dawn on the sales trip.
Oh yeah,
that was a bit of a drive, but it was broken up,
slinging boots,
selling some boots and some silver. But that was pretty easy going because I was with Dawn, and Dawn there's never a dull moment around Donnie Joe.
I got some pretty cool stories.
Very cool stories. Very cool.
Interesting.
So, but I just noticed that was the first time that we mentioned Sarah on the podcast. Wacey's got a new girlfriend.
Your girlfriend.
Her name's Sarah.
She's a teacher.
She's
from
real.
Hannah.
Yeah.
Likes Nickelback.
Actually?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think I like Nickelback more than she does, but it's fine.
Yeah. But Sarah, teacher, what does she teach?
Grade 6.
Grade 6.
Little shitheads. From what I hear.
What does she teach? What subject?
So in grade 6, you teach everything.
Oh, okay.
You don't specialize, I think, until
you're just their teacher.
Middle school.
So she's their only teacher.
I think she doesn't teach us French and gym.
So she's the only mind shaping these.
There's her.
Children.
So it's called team teaching. So there's her and 2 other teachers. They teach.
Oh.
So her and another girl have 50 kids between the 2 of them.
Oh.
So there's 2 of them.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's a lot different than when we went to school. Their desks aren't even in rows anymore. They're in
what?
Triangles.
What?
Yeah.
Why?
Man, I don't know.
Have you been there yet?
No, I probably won't go.
Oh.
I dropped off for lunch one day. She brought her lunch here.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah, well, I didn't have much to do, so.
It was an excuse for Wacey to get out of the house and get out of his jams.
My Monday, Wednesday, Fridays are pretty open.
Yeah, Wacey, his schedule this semester is class on Tuesdays and Thursdays and shenanigans the rest of the days.
Yeah, and I have
basically
the same
every
schedule
weekend.
next semester.
Oh, wow. Every semester, or wait, is that the spring one or the fall one?
This is fall. I'm currently in fall semester.
It's fall right now. Yeah. Okay. Sorry.
Going into winter.
Yeah. So I've lost track of what month it was too. Go after
seasons month. You don't know nothing.
I'm in a mess right now.
I'm almost to this. I have 2 weeks left of classes and I'm into exams.
Yeah. Well, and I guess part of why we're recording this podcast early is because I'm gone
Ted's gone.
for the next 18 days. I'll be home for one night between that, but
And tomorrow,
really doing it.
Is this your season debut between the pipes?
It
tomorrow?
is. Well, you know, season, like it's another season, but like we played hockey in 2018 already, but you know, like the season.
It's the 2018
different.
season's new season.
New season of the podcast, new season of me playing goalie.
How do you feel?
I'm nervous. I'm scared. I
You
need
should
to
probably stretch like tonight.
Yeah.
Tomorrow morning.
I should stretch
Before you get dressed.
like
when you get
numerous
on the ice,
times.
after you're off the ice.
Yeah.
Prevent injury.
I hope I don't get any friggin' pucks off the face. I don't like that part.
That'll probably happen.
Probably the first shot.
Yeah, for whatever reason it is, whenever you play like beer league or shinny, when you're warming up the goalie, they need to try and like take your head off
Every time.
every time
Like hitting me slap shots from the top of the circle and just
in your face,
in the face. Yeah.
trying to snipe. Say, oh, perfect. It's warm ups, and I love getting hit in the face.
So perfect, right? So perfect. So that's the life of being a goalie. That's what we have to look forward to.
Man, did I tell you about like how I got lit up last week bad?
Really?
On Tuesday,
What happened?
I was covering for Tatum, a friend of ours from
Yeah.
Calgary, and they were playing the first place team in their division.
Ooh.
I didn't realize that they weren't.
Uh-oh.
They were not in first place in their division. The team I played for, and we got roasted.
How bad was it?
11-4.
Uh-oh. You let in 11 goals
Yep.
on purpose?
Well, I didn't like. I wasn't like, hey man, like here's an empty net for you to
Yeah,
score
they
on.
just totally
wasn't for a lack of effort.
they totally gave it to you.
Oh yeah,
Wow.
it was at least probably got like close to like 50 or so shots.
Whew.
It was a big.
Yeah.
It wasn't fun.
I'm going to have a hard time tomorrow, I think. It's been a long time since I played in the net. Like, it's probably been 6 months. It's probably been since, like, probably
remember-
April or May, maybe.
remember last
Maybe
time.
less than that. Yeah, I don't
I remember
remember.
last time you played goal.
I don't remember. My stuff's, there's probably mice in it. There's probably mouse shit in my bag.
I don't think so. Hopefully not.
Hopefully not. That would suck. But what else? Probably boring you by now. We should get to our interview.
Rambling.
Rambling on. The ramblings of cowboy shit with Ted and Wacey and what's going on.
Ted is still in a comatose state from his nap.
I don't know where I am. I don't know what day it is. I don't even know what season it was. That was pretty bad.
Since the end of November.
So our guest this week on the show, Clay Elliott.
Great guy.
2-time Canadian champion, recently crowned in Red Deer. I almost forgot about that too until you mentioned it. So thanks for that. And then 3-time NFR qualifier. He's got 3 in a row, I believe.
He does.
16, 17, 18.
Nicest guy you'll ever meet.
Yeah, great guy. But you're going to learn some stuff on the podcast.
There's a
this
dark
week.
side.
The dark side of Clay Elliott.
Stay tuned.
Stay tuned.
This is Cowboy Shit, episode 27, season 2, with Ted and Wacey, brought to you by Everything Cowboy.
It's 2-time Canadian champion, 3-time NFR qualifier. It's Clay Elliott of Nanton, Alberta. How are you, Clay?
No, good. Thanks for having me today, guys.
Did we get those stats right? Did I make
Yeah.
some stuff up there? It was good.
No, you got it all pretty perfect. You didn't boast or you didn't you didn't lie. You can maybe do that next time, but whatever.
We can add a few things here and there if you want us to next time.
Well, we were just talking about our show we did with Roland McFadden a while ago, and his Twitter account, it says that he's never been stung by a bee. So what would Clay Elliott's one-liner be?
Never been beaten up in a bar fight. 'Cause I guess I've never been in a bar fight. So
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah.
You can't even say you're
I
unbeaten.
guess that's,
Undefeated.
Undefeated.
yeah, unbeaten. Right.
That makes 2 of us then, because I'm not undefeated in bar fights.
What about school fights? Did you get any fights in school, like in grade school?
No, not really. Maybe a few hockey fights, but that was
Hockey
pretty
fights.
minimal. You always had your helmets and gloves on or whatever.
Oh, like the old cage rages from days gone by?
So dumb.
So. Yeah, or the old helmets and gloves boxing match.
Yeah.
After the game.
Yeah, that's what we called cage rages.
Oh, okay.
Have you got any games in with the Cowboys in Nanton yet with Woody's team?
Yeah, we've had, I guess I've played 4 games for him so far, but
Leading scorer probably.
I've been missing quite a bit since I've been gone, but
Right.
yeah, no, them are a blast. I love playing in that beer league.
Yeah, and you're probably the leading scorer by now.
No,
Four
shit,
games,
I
8
haven't even
goals.
got a goal yet.
What the hell?
Yeah, I wish. You know who's really good at hockey on my team is Tristan Woolsey.
He is. He's
Really?
he's sneaky good. I've played a few with him too. He's like
Yeah.
sneaky good at hockey.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Doesn't have the
Yeah.
greatest hockey
He's
sense.
like, he's a defenseman like me, but shoot, he's not afraid to jump up in there and get in the play and go and score a few goals every now and then.
Oh, dang. Right on.
So, yeah,
Did not know. People that you did not know were good at hockey. Tristan Woolsey.
yeah,
Top of
exactly.
the list.
Strauss Milan.
Yeah, he's good at
Yeah,
hockey.
prime
Yeah.
example.
Yeah. Kyle Faco, he's real good. He played on our team in Hannah one time.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he's real good at hockey.
Daryl Thiessen is supposed to be pretty good too.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he played high-level hockey, I guess.
Oh, did you know? So, Clay, you were telling us that you're training right now with Kelly Wardell, and I guess requirement number one was that you were buying a bottle of Pendleton whiskey. So tell us about how you train with Kelly and you drink Pendleton.
Oh, no, you know what? Kelly's been, I've been down here since after the Canadian finals. And, well, I guess my brother had that steer riding school in Claresholm that I went and helped out. And then I just came straight down here. Been 5 days after the Canadian finals. And it's been great. Kelly's treated me like gold, and him and Barb, they just treat me like a king around there. And I work out with Kelly every day. And then during the day, we kind of get up to whatever he's got on his schedule. And just hanging out with the guys been a really, really good time. And I've enjoyed my time, and it's been really healthy for me.
What do the workouts look like with Kelly? What is that like?
That was the main reason I wanted to come down, was to work out with Kelly. And he's got involved in the MMA fighting. So this would have been about 5 years ago, say 5-6 years ago. He got into it, and he said to me the other day, it saved his life. I mean, it was give him a purpose after he's kind of done riding bareback horses. He was looking for something that would get his adrenaline running, kind of deal. And his son-in-law, he's in MMA fighting as well, and that's who got Kelly involved. And it's been great. I mean, Kelly's in really good shape, and it gives him a purpose. He works out every day, and the guy's in just, outstanding shape. So I just wanted to come down here and get his advice on what I should be doing as a bronc rider or as a cowboy, and what kind of exercises to do and so on. And he's using his MMA workouts and whatever. If we incorporate kind of a little bit of that into our workouts, and it's been really fun. But kind of back to what I was saying is 6 years ago when he was getting involved in MMA, he realized that he was in better shape than when he was riding bareback horses. So everybody probably knows, but he started back riding bareback horses at the age of 50 years old, or 51, something like that, just because he was physically really, really sound and ready to go. And he rode bareback horses for a few years, and now he's 55 and still in really good shape, but he doesn't get on bareback horses anymore, but he did really well in his circuit. He has a beast.
So basically he's helping you train for your first bar fight.
Yeah.
And so you're practicing.
I went on a bit of a rant there about his MMA fight and stuff, but the guy's a freaking badass. He like no matter what it is.
I'm impressed. I was impressed when he came back. We just talked about him the other day about how
him and Oren, he helped Oren out a lot.
Yeah, that's right.
He's also the assistant rodeo coach there at CSI in Twin Falls, and so every day we come into the college and do something with all the students on the rodeo team. And one of this was a fitness challenge, and it was this chin up deal where you had to do a chin up and then touch your toes to the ceiling. And me and Mitch Pollock are down here, and we both did 12. Well, and Kelly jumped up there and there was 16, so obviously he's damn good shape. For kind of hard to explain the exercise that we were doing, but bottom of the line is that he beat me and Mitch both.
Yeah, he kicked your ass, and you guys are like less than half his age.
Yeah, exactly.
Dang. So how did you get connected with Kelly then? How did that happen to where you ended up there now?
Oh, you know what? My brother came down to one of Kelly's school while he was in high school. And this was before Kelly was a college coach, but he was just putting on bareback riding schools. And my brother came down to one, and here in Twin Falls, actually. And that's kind of where we started our connection with him. And since then, he's just kind of been a really good family friend. To be honest, I didn't really know Kelly that well. But since I've been down here, I got to know him really well. And, he's kind of went from a family friend to my friend, and he's a damn cool guy, long-term friendship.
What do the workouts look like, though? Like, what kind of exercises are you doing, as best you can explain? And how do they specify to bronc riding? And how are you feeling right now going into the finals? Like, how does this, what's different? What's he doing that's different?
So kind of the basis behind all of Kelly's workouts is he's got this beep timer type thing, and we'll go on for do an exercise for 45 seconds and then a 15-second break, and then 45 seconds on and then 15-second break. And we do that for 25 minutes. And just a assortment of different exercises. The main ones that we kind of focus on are core exercises, whether it be a plank or bicycle, or a lot of the workouts are with the kettlebell. And so whether it be a squat and you do a figure eight passing the kettlebell between your legs each time you go down, or halo deal where you just circle the kettlebell around your head with a 30-pound kettlebell. So it's not just real heavy weights, and we're not trying to build muscle. We're just trying to tone the muscle and keep the muscle that we have. And that's really the advice that I wanted to get from him was how to train properly for an event like this. I've trained by myself with help from Leslie Gurr there in Nanton, and that's been really good. She knows her stuff really well. But I wanted to get a hold of Kelly and kind of see what I could be doing differently, see what I could be doing better, and Kelly, yeah, he damn sure has the answers.
That's amazing. Like, but going back to working out, like you working out and applying it to rodeo, does this go back to Tim somehow, or am I making that up? Or he does this too a little bit, doesn't he? Or how does that connection? Like Tim Cooper, who bought Cowboy's Choice from you guys.
Yeah, so Tim helped me and my brother when we were younger in the gym, and with the same kind of mindset was to establish a workout program that we could use to better our rodeoing. And so, yeah, that Angshire started out like that, and we made some really good workout plans. And so, yeah, I guess that's where it all started. A lot of the stuff that we did with Tim is very simple, and same with Leslie there in Nanton. It's all similar stuff, but maybe with Kelly, it's a little bit higher heart rate, more high pace, and lesser weight.
So how are you feeling rolling into your third NFR here now? You just won another Canadian title, so 2-time and I haven't looked it up, but there's not a lot of guys that have won 2. Like I would say more people have won 1 than have won multiple titles. Like what's it mean to win your second here now? Yeah,
it's great. It means just as much as the first one to me. I just want more now. I don't know how else to explain it. I was very happy with how the year went, and especially in Canada. I mean, I couldn't ask to get on better horses, and I drew outstanding all year as well as the Canadian finals, and so yeah, I was very satisfied with that. But if anything, it just gave me a good confidence boost headed to my next national finals. So, and lots of them horses that I got on at the Canadian finals are going to be in Las Vegas too, so I'll have a chance to get on them again. I'm just really excited. I love riding bucking horses, and I know there's going to be 10 of them down there for me to get on that are going to be bucking sons again, and I'm really excited.
Let's talk a bit about your past NFRs and how they've went so far, and what you might like to do differently this time.
The past 2 years, it hasn't been bad, but it hasn't been real good either. I wanted to do something bigger and better, and I want to get, I always trying to get better each time, and I hope that never ends for me, no matter what sport or occupation I'm in. And so headed into my third NFR, I know what it's like. I've been there 2 years. I've won there. I've lost there. I've taken in all the experiences that Las Vegas, the NFR, has to offer. So now I know what they are, and I'm just there to win now. I can't explain to you how excited I am. This is the biggest rodeo in the world, and here I am getting a chance to go compete at it. It's truly so excited and blessed that I'm pumped. I have no idea how else to explain it.
What are you most looking forward to?
10 head of bucking horses.
Yeah.
Because like I said, they're going to be they're the best in the world. They're to be there, and the chance that I have to get on them, man, I'm stoked. Today I was reading a deal on Matt Austin in the new Sports News, and it mentioned in there, he's like, man, I didn't care about the championships, the money. He just said, I did it because I simply love riding bulls, and I can relate that to a lot myself. I damn sure don't do it for the money. I just simply love riding bucking horses, and I know there's going to be 10 bucking son of bitches down there waiting for me. So that's what I'm most excited about.
That's perfect. That's like that Matt Austin. He was like he said he had a record that Kimsey just broke, didn't he? Like for regular season earnings or total season earnings. Yeah,
I think it was like 320,000 or 200 and something thousand.
It was something nuts. Like it's amazing that Kimsey hasn't broken it yet, but like he had an unreal year. That was 2004 or 5, I think, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was 2005 that he won the world, yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty incredible. But that's cool to have that mindset, and I appreciate that that's your mindset too, and how you want to go. And speaking of that, like what horses would be the ideal ones you want to draw, or what are a couple horses that you haven't drawn that you'd love to match up with at the finals this year?
There's dang sure a couple horses, and the horses of the year that 3, I guess, that I'd really like to get on, and I've actually been on them all. But there's one horse, that Medicine Woman of Frontiers, that I just love to get on. I got on her at the American 2 years ago, and she didn't have a very good day with me. So there's kind of some revenge, but not necessarily revenge. We just got to be better dancing partners, I think. So I'd really like to try that one again. Horse of the Year, Lunatic from Hale from Birches. That's a bucking son of a gun. I've had a chance to get on that horse one time, and then wound up at Butler's. I got on that horse in Austin. I went Austin this year on that horse. Man, he feels like he feels great. So I mean, them are 3 horses right off the top of my head that are all horse gear that I'd really like to get on. But one horse that I'm really craving that I've only had a chance to get on one time is Tiger Warrior at Calgary. In my opinion, that should be the whole bucking horse of the year. Not very well liked, but if there's one that I'm really craving, he's dang sure at the top of the list, old Tiger Warrior.
That was one that were you 89 or were you 90 on that horse, or 92 in Pollockville?
Yeah, I was 92 on him.
Yeah. That was the first year they had Pollockville, wasn't it?
Yep, it was.
In the short round?
Yep.
Okay.
Exactly. Man, you're on your stats, Ted.
Well, I don't know about that.
Like,
that's
what
only
you do
one
for
horse.
a living or something.
I just vaguely remembered it.
Yeah.
That's a good
That just
memory.
happened yesterday, yeah.
Yeah. Oh man, sorry. I'm looking at Wacey. Wacey's kind of a little sick this week. He's down on his, he almost died on us. So he's
Had to run out the man cold.
yeah.
It was a rough couple days up here.
Voice is a little haggard here, but
Oh, yeah.
Clay has no
Yeah.
sympathy for
Yeah.
you at all.
That's fine. Nobody does.
Severe case of the beer shit, does he, or what?
I wish it wouldn't have lasted as long as this cold did.
That's usually what happens with Wacey on Sundays. I guess I feel like today's Sunday, but it's actually Monday. I kind of lost track of time in my life here the last little while, but okay, Clay. So what else? We talked about highlights. Oh, this one was one we asked Oren the other day. What's the best story that you have from the NFR or Las Vegas? Like, what's the best thing that you can get away with saying on this show that all of our listeners would find entertaining? I'll give you Oren's story first, unless you have one already. Go ahead.
Well, let's hear Orange first.
Or do you want to say it, Wace?
No, I was just gonna say we should just let Clay tell his story in case it might be
Oh, it might be the same one.
another point of view.
Okay, we will tell you after.
Okay.
Yeah, so go ahead. You're up.
You know what? What I really enjoy was doing good in the rodeo. I win second on a horse called one of Mo Betta's horses last year at the NFR, and head back to the Mirage to the Rodeo Vegas party, and I guess it's not a story, but this is what I did every night, and that's funner than shit. I'd do that every day if I could.
Go.
Yeah, that night when I went second in the round and went back and partied at the Mirage, that was a blast. Nothing really crazy happened, I guess, that night, but what I did every night. But it was fun. I don't know. That was a terrible story, but let's hear Oren.
Yeah, so Oren talked about him and Caleb getting in a boxing match, and then somebody knocked out Seth. I think Clint Lay knocked Seth Hardwick clean out.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, them boxing matches, they're funny as shit. Last year, see, this all goes down in the bronc riders dressing room because we get 2 rooms, and they open up the middle, and the bull ride and the bareback rider are just single rooms, and they're tiny and crammed or whatever, so all the partying goes down in the bronc rider dressing room. But anyways, nobody was wanting to fight last year. And it was like, you have to. Like, everybody's got to fight. I don't know why they weren't wanting to. So anyways, Audie, he kicks my ass every time we wrestle. So for the 17th time, I suggest to Audie that we should wrestle. And he does, and imagine he kicks my ass again, but it started it. And so from then on, everybody had to wrestle. And the best fighting match that we've seen that night was Cody Demoss and Heath Demoss against Jacobs and Sterling Crawley. At one time, it was badass. Like, at one time, there were 4 deep. They were like in a pile right in the middle of the dressing room, and then the other time there was one in the corner. And I mean, they were up on the shelves, and I mean, chairs going everywhere, and it was awesome.
So did the brothers fight the other brothers, or did they fight amongst themselves? Like, what was it, a team situation, or like what happened?
Yeah, so it was Cody Demoss against Jacobs, and then Sterling against Heath, I think is how it went. But I think they might have switched. Yeah, it was the Demosses against the Sterlings, or the Crawleys. It was pretty good watching.
Holy. So do the bronc riders get the big dressing room because Sean Davis used to be a bronc rider, so he gives you guys some special favors, or like what happened there?
Yeah, maybe. I'm not really sure, but I guess just because we got more stuff and they take more room and got to have more places for beer boxes and stuff, you know.
That's fair. Oh, that story is much better than the Mirage one.
Yeah, not a very good storyteller.
I thought you were going to tell us about going back to the Mirage, and then you like went to the casino and you got like on a heater on the blackjack table and stayed up all night and like doubled your round money winnings or something. Maybe you won the saddle. I don't know.
Well, the one night there at the Mirage, I did win the saddle, and then Chancey Williams was playing that night, so took my saddle up to Chancey's room, and we had a big party. And you know, back a couple of years ago, they had the mannequin challenges.
Oh yeah.
And so I'm not sure the girl's name that was on my back, but she was riding my saddle, and the saddle was on my back. Around the room. Yeah, it was a pretty badass Vegas party.
And it was probably in some like badass suite in the Mirage too.
Oh yeah. It was the Joel Chansey suite. Yeah, it was sweet.
Was it in the?
Literally sweet.
It was a sweet suite.
Yeah.
Let's talk hats now, Clay. And I want to talk hats. 3 more things. I want to talk hats, cowboy shit, and I want to talk riding without a vest as in the bronc riding, because that's fucking badass too.
Okay.
Yeah. So you can pick your poison and go from there. You can do it as you wish.
All right. Well, my dang riding without a vest. I started that. Have you guys ever been to Arcadia, Florida?
No, have not.
It's a long ways down there, and it's hotter than shit. Like, I mean, hot, and humid. And so when I went down there, I had to pack light, so I had my saddle and then a carry-on bag. I wasn't able to check anything, so I carried my saddle on, and then I carried my a rigging bag on, and I simply didn't have room for my vest. And so it worked out all right because it was going to be so hot down there. So anyways, that was the first time I didn't wear a vest, and it just kind of carried on from there. Probably not a really good thing. I probably should wear a vest. But on the other hand, that dang Hugh Taylor, you guys know Quentin Taylor?
Yeah, I know him, yeah.
Now, all of a sudden, he's been on probably 100 head of horses or whatever. Now, he's not wearing his vest. I'm like, Hugh, you got to wear your vest. He's like, well, you don't wear your vest. I'm like, oh,
setting a bad example for the kids.
Yeah, exactly. I did for a really long time, Q. Come on.
Oh, geez.
That's exactly what his grandpa said. He's like, along with the vest thing, but he also said, he's like, you need to start telling them kids that you don't have to chew Copenhagen and ride bucking horses.
Very true.
All about leading in a bad example, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, that's fair. So,
but anyways, my hats, that's another topic you want to talk about, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, and your dad and hats and and yourself, everything.
Yeah. My dad always makes sure I got the best looking hats around, and he's damn good at it. And he just fixed up my good hat here for the back number ceremonies. I actually went up to Regina this last weekend, and I met up with him, so he got a chance to fix up my good hat, so it's ready to go for the back number ceremonies. And it's what I always wear, a natural 4.5-inch brim, and it's all cleaned up, and it's damn good shape. I'm gonna be looking damn good the night of the 4th of the back number ceremony.
Do you have a hot date for the back number ceremony?
No, I don't there yet.
Playing the field.
Last year I tried to get a couple escorts.
Actually?
And,
like real escorts, like from Vegas?
Yeah, it was going to cost me $1,200.
Really?
And so I honestly, I kind of flipped it out because I didn't really think I needed to spend $1,200 for a picture. Because that's all I was going to do. I was just going to get a picture with them.
Did you tell them that part? They might have done it for cheaper if you just said them that part. Like, this is, hey, like, I don't want the other part. I just want to, like, get a picture and just, it's for my friends. Just
I didn't
want
to lie to them. Or,
well, anyhow, maybe you can do it this year.
Yeah, maybe. I'll see what I can do. Some negotiating.
Oh, geez. That sounds like something like Sundell would do or somebody like that. I didn't expect that coming out of you, Clay. That was awesome.
Well, you never know.
Never know.
We'll find out
next week on the next week's show. So one of the things we ask all of our guests is what their definition of cowboy shit is, and I think you probably you're in most people's definition, Clay. But I want to know what your definition would be.
Every day I put on my boots and my cowboy hat. I think that's what cowboy shit is. I don't, you see lots of guys wearing their tennis shoes to the rodeo nowadays and this and that. I ain't cowboy. If I'm a cowboy, I'm going to look the part. I'm going to act the part every day. You know what I mean? To me, that's cowboy shit. I don't know. Is that the answer you're looking for or what?
Everybody has their own, but I like that. Like that's, and I can honestly say I've never seen you in anything but a cowboy hat, long sleeve shirt, cowboy boots. Like I've never seen you any other way. That's the only way I've ever seen you.
Yeah, no, exactly. I'm going to do my best to keep promoting it. I mean, that's what rodeo is. We're all cowboys, and I feel like I'm going to do my best to promote the sport as best I can by looking and acting the part every day. And that to me is cowboy shit. But,
I want to talk about your dad towards that definition, because I've only ever seen your dad in a cowboy hat, boots, shirt, and usually a vest too, like a wool vest. But like that's like you've got to get that a lot from your dad too.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. No, I've actually never seen my dad wear a ball cap.
Never.
And he wears his cowboy hat every day. And a funny story, we're in Pincher Creek this year, and I just separated my shoulder, and we just pulled an all-night drive from Canby, Oregon to Pincher Creek for an afternoon perf. And here I'm breaking the rule again, I guess, but I was wearing a ball cap. I just got done driving, and I was wearing a ball cap, and my dad walked like 10 feet from me and did not recognize who I was. Here I am, like, we got a bunch of ibuprofen in my system, and I'm kind of just got done icing my shoulder, and I've been driving, and I'm tired, and I'm just not real excited to be there. You know, got a broken up shoulder. My dad walks by me and doesn't even recognize me.
A little insult to injury there.
Well, yeah, exactly.
So did you go put your hat on, and then he noticed who you were?
yeah, exactly. Before I left the van, I put my hat on, but then he recognized me, But
so how's the shoulder healing up then? Like, that must be part of why you're in Idaho, I would imagine.
Man, a little bit. I did a bunch of work on it while I was at home. Like, this happened in Canby, so it was right at the mid-August that I'd done it. So I took, September and October. I put quite a bit of time getting it feeling better, and shoot, it's about 100% now.
Okay.
My collarbone sticks up a little bit, but it's nothing serious.
Okay. I want to talk about your mom a bit too, Clay. Let's talk about your mom, Mona.
Yeah, no, we got a fund, and I had the Bronx school there the first weekend in October. We had 28 kids in the Bronx school, and it was a fundraiser for the fund. And so, no, the fund's doing really good. Our next step is to support J.R. Vizane with it.
Okay.
And I haven't released anything yet, but something's going to go down right around New Year's for JR there. So yeah, no, the fund's doing good. I've been trying to promote it the best I can and kind of get the word out. One, for people to use it, and two, for people to keep supporting it. You know what I mean?
Okay. Well, you got some time here right now. Tell everybody what it's about and how they can support it.
Well, the fund was designed to help out people involved in the ranch and rodeo world and that are suffering from a life-altering illness. And so we've done some different things with it. We've bought a few fuel cards, bought grocery cards. We kind of try to stay away from just giving people money, just so we know exactly where that money's going. So we'll buy hotel rooms, or this last year I sponsored the Canadian sports medicine team.
Yeah.
So we kind of got a broad section of things that we do with the fund, but just mainly to kind of keep it active and keep it known that it's there for people to use if they need it. And so the best thing to do there would just be to contact me via Instagram or on my phone, and just call me up and see how to donate to it, or if they need it, so we can, if you need some help, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah. Well, and I would imagine that some folks would have a hard time asking. It would mostly be friends of theirs probably would be asking sometimes. Like it's probably tougher that way.
Yeah, but I don't. That's what I'm trying to not have. You know what I mean? Like, I want everybody to know it's there to be used, and the more we use it, the more to keep the activity up in it. You know.
Yeah. Well, if there's ever anything we can do for you, though, Clay, let us know. We're glad to help.
Yeah, well, no, and there's been Calgary Stampede was their colt buck, and they support it. The bronc riding school, that's supported. The Marchands out there in BC, they raised them a bunch of bucking bulls, and they got their bull riding jackpots kind of going on, and they've supported it. And it was originally a lieu of flowers from my mom's service.
Yeah,
and that's kind of where it got started. And since then, there's been several organizations kind of help keep it running.
Well, thanks for sharing that with us, Clay. I really appreciate that, and like I said, if we can ever help you out, we're glad to. And thanks again for taking the time to do this tonight. I know you're got to go back to Kelly's place and crack open into that Pendleton there. But yeah. Thanks for doing this, Clay.
Yeah, no, thanks for having me. That was good.
You're listening to Cowboy Shit with Ted and Wacey, brought to you by Everything Cowboy.
I really did not expect that part about Clay wanting to have the escorts at the Gold Buckle Gala, like at the back.
I like it. That's funny as
back
heck.
number ceremony. That'd be a bold move.
It'd be funny though, too. Like you could do it right, where you don't tell anybody you're doing it, and just show up with this broad.
Well, two of them. He's gonna get two of them,
and then everybody was like, "What?" And like, oh man, that'd be so good.
Wouldn't that be wild? Because nobody would know who they are,
and it'd be worth. To me, it'd be worth every penny. Well, I'd pay the $1,200.
$1,200 American.
I would do it.
Like,
Don't you get money just for showing up down there?
10 grand.
Yeah, there you go.
But that's like, those guys rodeo all year and don't make a lot of money. And that's a pretty big paycheck just for a stunt like that, wouldn't it be?
I would do it still.
$1,200.
Yeah, I would do it.
I have a feeling that once it got to the point of calling them, like he actually called them and like got a quote. Like I feel like at that point you'd be like, I don't know if it's worth it. Like when you have the cash in your hand and you're like, $1,200.
I would do it.
So you're saying you would do it. So maybe you're going to do it tomorrow at this curling match you're going to?
No. I would like putting myself in Clay's shoes. Like if I made the NFR doing the thing, I would do it.
Hypothetically,
I don't have $1,200.
I wonder if it's been done before. Like I wonder if someone had done it before. They've only had this back number thing for a few years now, haven't they?
I don't know. You've been there more times than I have.
I've never been to it, so I don't even know.
You have never been to it?
No, I never have.
Why not?
I don't think I got invited, and I don't think... usually I'm not even there, because last year I flew to the NFR the day it started.
Right.
Like I just flew there in the morning. At this point, like Saskatoon, we didn't talk about Saskatoon last segment.
No.
Saskatoon on Saturday night was like my 113th performance of the year. I didn't count the 2 mini bowl perfs in Vegas, so it would actually be 115.
Plus 10.
Plus NFR coming up, yeah. So like I've been to enough events. Like
You've seen enough rodeos.
Yeah.
You've seen it all. Whatever.
I've seen enough.
Whatever.
So, but I wonder if it's been done. Like I wonder, like I have a feeling it may have been done before.
I want to say maybe.
Yeah, I think you're probably right on the maybe.
Be awesome to find out.
I wonder, we might have to put that out.
That's your assignment at the NFR. Do some digging.
Has anyone done this before?
Yeah. Put the word out.
I wonder. And how did it go? Like what happened? I wonder.
It'd be so funny.
What was that movie where they're getting wedding dates and the wedding dates like scam them too?
Or no, on like Office Christmas Party when the one guy keeps saying he has a girlfriend, but he ends up being an escort.
Yeah, but it wasn't.
He had to run around to all the different ATMs so you can get enough cash out of the one ATM.
And then wasn't she doing like stealing something from him at the time, or like making out with somebody else?
Yeah,
when he got back.
She was doing naughty things with other people. Great movie if you haven't seen it.
Yeah. What was the one about the two
Mike and Dave need wedding dates?
Yeah, that one.
Yeah,
that was quite good as well.
Mm-hmm. But then they end up falling in love, so it's like a classic like rom-com.
Yeah,
story.
Wacey's big in the ROMs. If we haven't talked about that yet,
I'm a huge rom guy.
In season number 2, Wacey talks ROMs.
I haven't been on a rom kick for a while. I haven't watched a good one for a bit.
You're just living one now,
basically. Always living one, man. Always, aren't we all? Always living in a rom.
Isn't that another movie story now? Is that with that girl Raven? What is it? Raven Wilson, and she's like living in a romantic comedy because she hates him so much.
Oh, Rebel Wilson.
Right?
Yeah,
that's
we just seen because we went. Ted and I went to a motion picture.
Yeah, together.
Yep, that was a good movie.
What was that movie?
Instant Family.
Oh
with
yeah,
Mark Wahlberg.
It was like we thought it was gonna be funny, and then I cried like 3 times.
Ted cried 3 times. Don't say we. You
didn't see me cry. I just made that part up.
So I believe it because I've seen you cry at movies before.
Not at ones we went to together.
Ones that we watched together.
When you got me with the Notebook.
The first time we watched Notebook, Teddy just full on man cries.
Oh my god, it was bad.
The funniest thing about that was like I thought you were laughing. You started off laughing a little bit, and then all of a sudden you're just bawling. I'm like, okay.
I'd never seen it before, and then they're dying, and then they're, oh my gosh.
It's a beautiful movie.
And then it was her the whole time. It was him the whole time.
You didn't know that?
No, I had no idea.
I picked it up like halfway through the first
Dude,
time.
it was like, it got me at the end, and I was like...
So yeah, Teddy cries at movies.
Yeah, I didn't really get it. That one wasn't that bad. But for those of you who haven't seen the movie,
Mark
it's
Wahlberg?
like, well, yeah. Well,
Instant Family.
Instant Family.
Yeah.
Well, we could do like movie reviews on this show.
It was a good movie.
Haley did The Star Is Born. She did that review.
I'll give that movie like a 7 out of 10.
7 out of 10?
Yeah, it was good.
It took a turn.
Like a good balance of comedy and real things. And with good performance by Mark.
Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch.
I'm a big Mark Wahlberg fan.
Me too. That guy's good at movies.
So versatile. Very versatile actor.
Well, he's done like Ted. He'll do the funny stuff.
Man, the other guys is like one of the most underrated funny movies of all time.
It is a great movie.
Love that movie so much.
It is a great movie. A great comedic duo of Will Ferrell and Mark Wahlberg.
But I didn't like them in Daddy's Home.
I don't know if I've even watched that one.
It's terrible.
Oh, okay. So I'm not missing much. You're saying,
but then you like a movie like Contraband or like Lone Survivor.
Yeah, that's
like,
crazy shit.
He'll like beat the hell out of you.
Yeah,
or shoot you in the face.
What about Matt Damon?
Not my favorite.
What is he do the Bourne movies?
Yeah, it's Bourne Supremacy.
Okay, I like those movies. Those are pretty cool. But I don't think I've really seen him be funny much. Besides Ocean's 13 or something when he has the big nose.
I like Russell Crowe.
Russell Crowe.
Gladiator.
He hasn't been around much lately.
No, he hasn't.
Who else? Owen Wilson. I haven't seen any good Owen Wilson movies lately.
What movie did I watch the other day? Oh, Meet the Parents.
Oh, great movie.
Yeah, it's good. Zoolander is one of my favorite movies all time.
Oh, yes. Ben Stiller.
Ben Stiller and Owen Wilson.
Actor, director, Ben Stiller.
Yeah.
We should get into the movie podcast business. Like, I was thinking about that the other day, though, actually. Like, to talk to somebody like Shatner or like...
Call it movie shit.
Well, even to just have like some cowboy actors on our podcast, or have a guy like Baxter Black on the podcast, or like have like
Brent Wolseley.
or like Tommy Lee Jones.
Talk
How
about
freaking cool would
Lonesome
that be?
Dove.
Or Space Cowboys.
Love Lonesome Dove.
Lonesome. Did you cry at that movie?
When Dietz dies.
Yeah, you did then.
Yeah, he died. Poor
But like,
Dietz.
how cool would that be though? I had a thought that reading Cowboys and Indians the other day, it would be badass to have like a few of those. Clint Eastwood? What would Clint Eastwood's definition of cowboy shit be? I gotta know. How cool would that be?
I can't even think what it would be.
Right? Like how cool would that be though? Wouldn't it be neat?
Be pretty neat.
So if anybody knows Clint Eastwood and
Clint
wants
Eastwood.
to, Sam Elliott, what about that?
That would be cool.
Wouldn't it?
Wouldn't mind that.
So we're dreaming right now. But in season 2, find out
Big things can happen.
if Wacey and I get some big interview guests on the show. We've already had Ron McClain in season 1. Like we've got some big shoes to fill here.
Not a big deal. Not a big deal. Okay, so
Yeah, Saskatoon.
back to it. You were in Saskatoon.
Yeah,
I
were
watched
in
it on Ride
Saskatoon.
Past.
You did. You watched it live. And how do we do?
Friday was okay.
Not so good.
Friday was okay. It was good. They rode a lot of bulls, which is nice. There's room for improvement. Saturday was an outstanding event,
Wasn't it?
Probably the best bull riding I've like watched or like / been at all year.
Really? Well, that's impressive.
It's just like the amount, like the people who stayed on, like there's so many good rides and good crowd. And the story, you couldn't like write a script better.
Oh, wasn't it
for
wild?
Yeah, it was awesome.
And Coverchuck, I was so glad that he stepped up and got those bulls rode and won the event. Like that was super, super cool to see him do well and just say like, no, I was gonna, he told me afterwards, he talked to Tim Lipset and Tim said, I'm gonna kick your ass if you look out. Right, like because we know Coverchuck, he will look out sometimes.
Oh, yeah.
He will give up.
Well, in like even those scenarios, like he's been sitting second or like been
For
in
so
this
long.
position to win it
Since September.
and then like, but he'll like even like in previous seasons, like he'll show up to Saskatoon and won't.
Yeah.
Like, he can't ride a stick horse to water. Like it's
Yeah.
just like it's finally good to see him come convert when all the money's on the line
when it counts. Yeah.
And I think his performance at the CFR is what pushed him over the limit for that, or over the top for that.
Could be true.
I think.
So how about this now? He's got 2 invites to Calgary. Who's going to get rolled in? Who's
Brock.
the next one?
Who's second in Canada in PBR?
PBR would be Brock.
Yeah,
would be
Brock.
second. Yeah, that should be it then because he already qualified through. But although Calgary has their own rules, but I would say that Brock. Well, I don't know who would be I don't know who would be 5th in the CPRA, but he should give up the PBR spot because he already qualified through Red Deer.
Wasn't that how it worked the year Berksy made it?
Well, I think when Burks made it,
That was the year Ty won.
yeah, but there was a thing where. Was it Ty?
Yeah.
Because I thought Burks made it through the finals or something the year before, but I could be wrong. But it was something where Coverchuck got in because of Ty.
Yeah, that's right. That's what I meant.
Yeah. So,
sorry.
but I think the year that Josh Burks made it, he got in because we gave the
Tanner.
Calgary gave the finals champion
Oh, they did
a spot.
Oh, okay.
I think that was the case or something like
So
that.
I thought that was the year Tanner. Didn't the year Tanner finished 8th in the world in PBR?
I don't remember now.
I can't remember. Anyways,
That was 2015. He was the Canadian champion. So maybe I don't remember now. But
Yeah.
either way, great event in Saskatoon. New records.
Good to see like Dakota and Tanner come and do well.
Yeah,
as well. That's
yeah,
awesome.
because Dakota was second on the weekend.
Second, yeah.
Yeah, and then Brock was third, and then
Tanner was 6th.
Yep, it was great. Though.
That's a good bull. That's
I love
really
the
good bull riding.
Love the format.
Yeah, that's a great.
Wasn't that
Good point.
awesome?
Yeah, good point.
Top guys. We had way more rides.
It makes it more of a finals.
Yeah, I agree.
format or like a finals esque.
Well, just format. Yeah.
Yeah.
The more rides was great. I just thought it was a awesome event. I thought it went great.
The hardest part for me, like watching on Ride Pass, is like when they have the live feed into it, like for the
Yeah.
live announcer and stuff.
Yeah.
You can't really hear the crowd, so it kind of makes it like it takes away from it a little bit.
You didn't hear any crowd noise at all?
No, you can't hear any of it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so it's like when Brinson tries to work the crowd, it's like
It's silent.
so it kind of sounds funny, but I'm sure it was.
How were the
loud in
sing-alongs? You just heard silence for their singing part?
there. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay. I guess there was no
But
ambient mic.
that's nothing you guys can do anything about.
Well, just we should have had
observation.
an ambient mic somewhere, but
Yeah, but
good to know.
Well, even like another cool storyline from the weekend was Aaron Roy
Yeah.
Like, coming back to his first finals, he rode a couple bulls.
Yeah.
And a really good ride in the short go.
And that, like, it wasn't over till the last ride. Like, looking back, I should have known that when Coverchuck couldn't finish less than second. Like, I should have known that he had it won. But I didn't, like, it still didn't click in until the stats were at the very end.
Yeah.
You know, because if Coverchuck would have bucked off, Brock could have very well won it.
For sure. Yeah.
Or, like, if Brock and Coverchuck bucked off, Aaron or Zane or Parsonage, like, it was right down to the last round of the year.
Down to the wire, yeah.
So makes it so much more exciting.
I was like, when Brock got on his last bull, I was like standing up in the living room, like yelling. I was so pumped.
I was
just to see everything that he went through that weekend and like,
oh yeah, and riding with the wreck knee and
like he's getting stepped on and all the other stuff. Like, it's like, man, like he battled. That was great to see.
Cool.
You don't see that out of people.
That
anymore.
Was some fucking cowboy shit right there. We've gone like way over of our intro and outro, so we got to wrap this up. But I guess it's NFR. It's NFR week, so you know that's on. So
you see Ted down there, say hi to him.
Yeah, but the NFR also, for those that don't know, the only place you can watch it is Pro Rodeo TV. You can catch up with our coverage on the Wrangler Network, but the only way to watch it live in Canada, anyway, at all, ever, is if you have an American satellite dish and you have CBS Sports Network, or you go to Pro Rodeo TV. So don't buy any stupid fucking watch the NFR Live 2018.com. It's Pro Rodeo TV. Do better at the internet. They have it. Buy it from them if you want to watch it. Okay.
If not, that's fine too.
But if you're on the podcast, you probably understand the internet well enough to know. So yeah, thanks for listening. Hope you guys enjoyed the show with Clay. See you next time.
Bye.
This was episode 27, season 2 of Cowboy Shit with Ted and Wacey, brought to you by Everything Cowboy.